Hey guys, what's going on? It's Miss Eye Candy here, giving you the review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 6, Episode 20. I think it's Episode 20. And this week was just, it wasn't that good. It really wasn't that good. So hopefully this is a quick and fast review because it just didn't really do much for me. I didn't get much out of it. It picked up where it left off last week, where the whole fight between Peter and Greg, and then he called Peter a bitch. Um, it was interesting because what she said, him trying to be in girls' business and all that kind of stuff is acting like a bitch. So she didn't necessarily say, Peter, you are a bitch. But when you say somebody acting like a bitch, you calling them a bitch. Like, that's just, that's how we take it. Oh, you saying I'm a bitch. That's just how it is. So, Peter defended himself because Cynthia sat there with her glasses on. Like, I don't get how Cynthia didn't say nothing. Like, somebody called my man a bitch. Somebody called my man ugly. They call him, whatever in my face. I'm ready to tear up some shit. You're not gonna do that. Best friend or not. That's not how a friend handles the situation. I have a circle of friends and we're very, very tight or whatever. And no, I don't always agree with the things their man does, and they don't agree when I'm dating what my man might do. Like, that's just, you don't always agree, but you don't necessarily approach that person's man and say something. That's it's disrespectful to your friend. If somebody's man stepping out of line or saying something crazy, you know what I mean, I'm gonna say, yo, get your man before I kick his ass. Like, I'm gonna tell my friend, I need you to get your man together. Nah, you acting like a bitch. Like, it's just Nene, I couldn't. So anyway, Peter defends himself, and Peter's like, that was totally uncalled for. And, Nene just kind of brushed it off like it was nothing. And when he said, I've never called you out your name. She said, did I call you out your name? He said, you said I was being a bitch. She said, oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to say you were being a bitch. I meant to say you're acting like a bitch. Like I said, it's still like, that's a weak apology. You didn't really mean sorry. Like, she's saying she's not apologizing because that's how she feels. And the thing about Nene is always dishing shit, but she can never take it back. If somebody was saying, Nene, you acting like a bitch right now, she would have lost her damn mind. Don't dish stuff you can't take, first of all. If Cynthia would have said, Greg, you acting like a bitch because you approaching my husband weeks, probably months after the damn event. Now you mad about it, and you come back weeks later when he's not even on guard, you complaining about some shit. You acting like a bitch because you could have complained about it when it was going down. But no, you stood there like a bitch. And now you acting like a bitch, bringing up stuff from the past. If she would have said that to your old ass husband, you would have been upset about that. So don't disrespect her husband. Like, see, I would have tore some shit up. Like, that's probably why I like the episode, because I'm just so sick of Cynthia, just not standing up for herself. And then this time, you married, you're not even standing up for your husband. Like, that's your job as his wife, is to defend your freaking husband. And you just kind of sat there, and it was whack. So, whatever. Nene walks away. She's sitting over there, not really giving a damn. And then Cynthia's like trying to get the guy to talk. Look, guys, listen to me. And then, no, when Nene gave that fake ass apology, Peter was still a little mad about it. Cynthia was like, Peter, she apologized. That apology, that ain't shit. Did you really say this heifer apologize? Cynthia, see, I'm not gonna be feeling bad when your husband is out here talking about something he wants sex and you ain't giving him none, and being insensitive to your illnesses when you ain't defending him when somebody done call him a bitch. Okay, you need to woman up and be your damn wife, your husband. Okay, you supposed to fight his battles when he can't handle it. He can't slap Nene because he's a man. So your job was to slap her ass for calling your man a bitch. Like, wifely duties. Do your wifely duties. Okay, so after they sit down, Cynthia's trying to say, okay, guys, I know you guys are both upset, but, whatever. Try to make them make up. So, in the end, Greg is just saying that he felt like Peter handled it wrong. You know what I'm saying? He just handled it wrong, which could be right, but I need the reunion show. Andy, make it like 3 hours. Okay, because you got to cover a whole bunch of stuff. This is a long-ass season, so don't give us no quick old reunion show. I want you to cover everything issue that went on in this, season. and you need to have a segment on this and show Greg the shit that really went down. Your woman stepped to Peter. Oh, Peter, you're upset with me for what? Like, she went to him, and he said, yes, this is why I'm upset. Keep her ass on a leash. Why was she walking up to this grown-ass man's face? Like, you know what I'm saying? She started that. He didn't start this, so he didn't handle it wrong. She handled it wrong. First, she handled herself wrong at the ball, and then she started a confrontation with Peter because he was annoyed with the way she handled it. Whatever. So anyway, Greg just says he felt like Peter handled it wrong. And Peter said, you know, we all need to grow. We all got some growing to do and, you know, whatever, it's learning experience or something like that. So then they pound. Like, it's cool. Greg was like, Peter, you know what I'm saying? And they pound. Like, all right, we're going to disagree, and chalk this up as a loss. But then, you know, so they pound. And Greg started walking away. He said, but Peter, I gave you a pass this time, but next time you don't get a ticket. Like, you know, that was the bitch shit too, because don't pound me and say that it's okay, we good, like, we gonna chalk it up, and then you throw out some little jab, like, yeah, but this time was a pass, next time I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like, you still want some of this? Like, you still talking? You see my Michael Jackson shirt, who's bad? You still want some? You want some? What you got? Like, really, I was over to Mexico. I'm happy Mexico was over and done with, okay? So Mexico's over. They get back to Atlanta. Candy is working on her play. She got her posters for this musical when she's all happy about it. Don Juan is like, girl, you know, we still ain't got Portia on board. Lawyer done sent this contract, and Portia wants the same amount of money as Ada Levert and Shirley Murdoch. She wants her own dressing room. This heifer wants gas money for her mileage. She want a lot. Portia gets there to have a meeting with Portia and let Portia know, you are not on a level of Ada Levert and Shirley Murdoch. You will not be having your own dressing room. Me, you, and D Woods gonna be sharing the dressing room. Period. We're not paying for your gas. We're not doing that. And she didn't say it to her. That she probably did, but they edited it out. You ain't getting the same amount of money as damn Ada Levert and Shirley Murdoch. I don't know who the hell you think you are, but you're not doing that. Like, that was crazy to me. So then they have rehearsals. Because Portia said, well, her lawyer did that. She has a good lawyer, the same lawyer as Nene. And, you know, my lawyer sent that. And we're supposed to negotiate the contract, whatever. So Candy tells her rehearsal starts Friday. Friday comes, Portia's ass don't show up for rehearsal. And it's like, okay, what is heifer at? Like, you know, and then she's also, because the contract is not yet worked out, and she also has sent Don Juan some days that she can't make it to rehearsal. The play is in 3 weeks. You need to be rehearsing every single day. Y'all got songs to learn, choreography to learn, lines to learn, and you got to promote this stuff. Probably take pictures, photo shoots, whatever the case may be for this. What you mean? You can't make it to a few days. Then why did you sign up for this? Like, girl, get yourself all the way together. Like, if she didn't show up to Fridays, I probably would have had that understudy take her ass place. You know what? Let's just forget the contract, boo-boo. We ain't gonna do it. Terminate it. Null and void. You're fired. We don't need you. Never mind. Like, you obviously don't really want this. It don't make no damn sense. Like, for real. You're not here. And then your ass, you know, your ass wants some extra days off. We only got 3 weeks to get this stuff together. Come on. So, we're doing the rehearsals. We got to see Ada Levert doing this thing, singing and stuff. I love Ada Levert, okay? I can't wait. They said this DVD, it should be on sale now, but I ain't seen it. Like, I really want to get it because I want to see how it went. You know, I want to see if it's a good play. Also, Candy and D Woods and the choreographer guy all went to their old high school to, you know, give the opportunity for 2 of the high school seniors to be in the play, involved in the play. One person actually gets to be on stage in the play. The other one gets to help out with behind the scenes and the set and stuff, which was beautiful. That was a cute scene. She got to see, like, her drama teacher, who was really the inspiration to, you know, her and her life, and took her to rehearsals and auditions and all that kind of stuff, went above and beyond. My drama teacher in high school did the same thing. Shout out to Miss Bolton, Wyoming High School. She was the bomb diggity, and she's the one that got me in film in the first place. And thank you, lady. Without you, I would not be an editor doing what I do on the side, and it's awesome. So I appreciate it. So yeah, shout out to the high school teachers that actually inspire kids and go above and beyond the Call of Duty of just teaching and actually helping mold us. I like that. That was a nice little moment. What else happened? Then it shows Peter. Well, no, Phaedra. It shows Phaedra. Phaedra is going over to meet with Willie the guy that owns the funeral parlors and stuff, and she said that she only got a couple more tests left, and she'll have her license. She'll be ready to get this thing started and do some business with him, and she's excited about that. Which is good. You know, she still hustles. She said it's a lot because she got all these businesses. She got a house, you know, take care of, kids to raise. She got to take care of her daggone self. Cheating ass Apollo. It's just a lot, you know. Go to school, studying on top of it. It's so much. So, yeah, it was cool. That was it for Phaedra. What's her name? Kenya. Kenya was chilling with Marlo. Kenya and Marlo was talking about the trip. She kept a secret that Nene and Cynthia was on three-way, and Nene was saying how she ain't like, you don't be friends with Kenya or whatever. So she kept that as a secret, and she told her the Mexico trip they were just kind of shady, nice, nasty. And then she said, I'm about to work on this baby thing. So then somebody knocked on the door, and it's a lady with one of them little dolls, them little real life dolls that you got to take care of. I had those things in class in high school. My freshman year, there was a class we took, that I took, and for, I think it was like, was it a week? I think it was just like 2 days where I had to take this baby home with me and take care of it for 2 days. We had to have the baby for 2 days straight. Like when we was in school, we had to have that baby in class. And some teachers were like, you can't have your baby in class. And we had to get a babysitter that would be able to take our baby while we was in class and then get our baby back. And it would cry. You got to put the key in and turn the key to make it stop crying and stuff like that. And I used to sleep with it, and I slept with the key in the back, hold it whenever I turned at night. I remember that little baby, okay? Kenya's out like, why I gotta have a black baby? Just, I don't know what that was about. But as soon as the lady was explaining to Kenya about babies and saying, well, what makes you want to have this baby, whatever the case may be, the lady leaves. She tell Kenya, this is like a real baby. You know, what you do, I'm gonna know, because the baby communicates with me, and I'll be docking everything you do. And so they leave, and then Kenya was like, baby, sit down. And just kind of threw the baby down. The little dog didn't like the baby, whatever. But the way she threw that baby down instantly, you know, after the lady left, that stuff, read that shit. It read that you dropped that baby like that, okay? Because they didn't play with us. We had to be treating that little thing like a real baby. Like, I had babysitters. I had to get them my lunch money, okay, to watch my baby, my crying-ass baby. That baby cried a lot, okay? So, yeah. She just dropped that baby. You don't even have no kids, Kenya, because you can't even take care of the little real life doll. So, what else happened? Who else is there? Nene and Greg are talking about Mexico and that fighting altercation and stuff like that. And then Cynthia and Peter are talking about it. And they just are like, didn't like the way. Well, Cynthia said, I didn't like the way that was. They're supposed to be our friends or whatever. And the fact that she called you a bitch, that just was out of line. That was disrespectful. This is it, Cynthia. And this is exactly the bullshit that Greg did. You don't complain about shit days later. You know what I mean? If it's in the moment and it's happening right then and there, you got a problem with it, address that stuff right then and there. She called your husband a bitch or said he was acting like a bitch right in your face, and you ain't say nothing. Nothing at all. But then days later, you sit here talking to your husband like, yeah, well, if they like that, I don't want to be their kind of friends. And that's some bullshit, Cynthia. Don't sit and get some balls days later when you get approached when you actually in Nene's face, you punk out like completely, and it was just so whack to see that. You should have said the shit when it happened, okay? So then Greg is talking some shit like he's still mad. I don't know what's going on. He decides to meet with them because he don't want their friendship, Cynthia and Nene's friendship, to fail because of this altercation. So they want to get some clarity and clear it up. So they get together, they meet, and Nene basically says the same thing. She didn't mean he was a bitch. She just meant he was acting like a bitch. And then she get her confessional and say, I can't control what Nene says, okay? Sometimes Nene has a mind of her own, and she just say what she want to say. And that's some bullshit. I'm not here for you blaming you acting like a damn fool on Nene. What the hell ever. You knew what you was doing, and this is the thing. Don't call people shit that you can't take back, because Nene condition when she can't take it. If I can't call you a bitch, don't call nobody else a bitch. For real, like, don't do that. It wasn't Nene. It wasn't Keisha, Tasha, Sonya. It was Nalethea Leaks that called Peter a bitch. And then, if you're going to be sorry, be sorry. Don't blame it on Nene. Don't blame it on, oh, well, you know, that's how I felt at the moment. Because a lot of people say shit to you when you be mad. We see it all the time. Nene say stuff, and she get mad later. That somebody done caught her on her shit. So, I just, so over it. Like, just so over it. The episode was what it was. They ended up making up. just grin and just, I guess let it go and be cool and cordial and be friends and whatever. But I didn't really feel like Nene really gave the apology that she should have gave. It was just a bunch of bullshit. But next week look like it's gonna be okay. This week was whack. Next week's gonna be okay. Getting closer to the play date, this musical. Mama Joyce and Todd talking again, and she said, "I didn't ever stop liking you. I just stopped respecting you." So I'm gonna be going off next week just because Mama Joyce is back. Okay, Kenya gonna be crying about somebody that she lost. I don't know, but we'll talk about it next week. Okay, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll talk to you guys next week. All right, deuces.